Oh, hey, I hear you. I wanted to send this real quick. But I'm listening. No, I'll put it down. I'm listening to you. I hear you. I promise I hear you. It's called multitasking, right? Fellow Toastmasters, have you ever had that happen to you? Have you ever been speaking with someone and you knew they weren't paying attention to you? Raise your hand if that's ever happened. I'm putting two hands up because I can think of a plethora of times that's happened to me, where I'm speaking to someone and they're just not paying attention. So that's what I want to talk with you about today, is active listening. But it's actually far deeper than just actively listening to someone. It's actually compassion. It's actually showing someone that you care enough for your friend, for your husband, for your wife, for your girlfriend, your boyfriend. You care enough to not be distracted. And boy, we have a lot of distractions in 2022. But you have to actively show that you care about someone, that you care about what they're saying, enough to put the phone down, to clear your mind, to pay attention. A lot of us do it. I've been guilty of it, but I try really hard not to do that. Very hard to never do that. I remember I was working for a general. I was in the Air Force for 24 years, and one day he was in the hallway, he was talking with someone, and when he came back in the office, he's like, "Man, Dave, what was that guy's name?" I go, "Oh, sir, it's Sergeant so-and-so." And he says, I can't remember what the heck he was talking about. And I said, what do you mean? He's like, I got this next meeting and I got this coming on. I said, "Sir, you chose to be in the hallway with him, and then you still chose to be distracted. That's probably not a good use of your time, right?" And he looks at me and he's like, "Wow, Dave, I never thought about that." And so the truth is, if you're going to be there, be 100% there. Does that make sense? It's so crazy to me. Stanza has this report. They did a survey, and they found out that we, on average, use social media 145 minutes a day. In a single day, on average, we use 2 hours and 25 minutes of Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. We are distracting ourselves to where it's a normal thing to do. We normally distract ourselves every single day from our friends, from our family, from the people that matter, from things that matter. So, what I want to do is give you 3 tangible things. Every time I speak, I want to make sure that I leave not just inspiration, not just motivation to change, but tangible things that you can apply right now. So when you leave out of here, you're a little better than you were when you came in. First thing, you're in the moment. Be in the moment. If you choose to have a conversation with someone, you're there. So you either don't have a conversation or do have a conversation, but you're in or you're out. That's the first thing that I would throw at you, is be in the conversation if you're choosing to have a conversation. Second thing I want to throw at you is empathy. Being empathetic, putting yourself in someone else's shoes, really listening to them and trying to feel what they're saying will go a long way. Your friends will appreciate it. Your spouse will appreciate it. Your girlfriend, boyfriend will appreciate it. Feeling what your coworker is going through as he or she is explaining something will go a long way. Empathy. The third thing, the last thing I want to leave with you, is repeat what they said to them. Why is that so important? they may be saying something that you don't understand. Maybe you took it the incorrect way. So when you repeat what they said back to them, it gives them a chance to go, no, I didn't really mean it like that. This is what I actually mean. If your coworker is going through an expense report and he or she is like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do here and this, and maybe you're just interpreting it like they don't know how to use Excel. Instead, what they may be saying is, this particular report is not doing what it needs to do. So when you repeat back to them, it shows that you're actually listening, but it also can clarify anything that may be misinterpreted. So I hope that leaves you with something that you can take away and be a little better than you walked in here with, right? So you're there. If you're going to spend the time, make sure that you spend the time wisely and engaged. Be empathetic and repeat what they say. Your friends, your loved one, the people around you will appreciate it far more than... No, I hear you. I'm multitasking. I love you all. Thanks. Bye-bye.